bracket here. This will cancel.
Teacher, teacher, I beg you ring the bell. Teach your children, teach them how to spell.
Welcome again, guys, to another of my video. In this video, my focus is on solving inequalities. Now, the way to solve inequalities is similar to that of solving an equation, linear equation. However, though, in solving an equation, we use the equal sign, and solving equations, we solve for a specific value of x or whatever that variable may be. Unlike inequalities, you will realize that x might be subjected to a number of values going even into infinity. Now, in solving linear equation, we will be using symbols such as that symbol is less than, symbol represents greater than, symbols such as equal or less than, symbols such as greater than, equal or greater than. So it is also very important that you pay attention to where the x is, as that will help you in reading and deciding the specific inequality as to how you're going to read that particular problem. Now, the first example I will be working, as you can see, I've listed 6 problems. I'm starting from simple to more complex. If I should write 4, and I'm using the inequality symbol, in other words, we know here that 7 is greater than 4. So if I place the symbol like this, guys, it's simply telling me, notice the y at the end is facing the 7. 7 is greater than 4, or I could read that 4 is less than 7. Just a reminder here. Now the first problem is 2x plus 3 is greater than 7. So it's telling us that the value for 2x plus 3 that is greater than 7, and we want to solve this inequality. So what we'll do, guys, is we're going to leave our 2x on one side. So 2x, and what we'll do is to subtract 3 from both sides, minus 3 by my inequality sign, and 7. So what we'll do, guys, I'm gonna be subtracting 3 from both sides. So positive 3 with a negative 3 will give me 0 here. Hence we are left with 2x greater than 7 take 3, which will result in 2x greater than 7 take 3 will give us 4. Now, guys, we are going to be solving. What we will do in this case, we are going to be dividing both sides by a positive 2. So if I divide both sides by positive 2, then we can safely say that x is greater than positive 2. What it is telling us that all values of x are more than a positive 2. So if I was to subject this to a number line, we could be looking at 2, could look at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Remember now, it says greater than 2, which tells us that 2 is not inclusive. So we are looking at all values. If we are looking all values that are greater than 2 would be x. So that is our first problem. As I said, I'm moving from a simple to a little more complex. You can always pause the video and work at your own pace. We'll take the second problem, which is 5 minus 3x is greater than or equal to negative 4. So again, the problem is 5 minus 3x is greater than or equal to negative 4. Again, guys, we want to leave x. It's customary that we keep x on the left side. Now, but we need to get rid of our 5 here. So what we can do, positive 5, subtract 5 from both sides, minus 3x greater than or equal to negative 4, and then also take 5 from here. So if I subtract 5 from both sides, this will leave us on this side with negative 3x greater than or equal to, these are two negative values that I'm adding, which will give us negative 9. Now I want you to pay careful attention here. The coefficient here is negative. Making x an independent variable means that we will have to divide both sides by negative 3. So hence we will be dividing both sides by negative 3. But what's important to note in this case is when we divide or multiply by a negative, so make note, when we divide by a negative or positive, then we turn around, or in other words, flip the inequality sign. So in this case, we are left with x. Then guys, turn the sign around. We are dividing two same signs. This will give us a positive 3. In other words, so if we were to read this, x is less than or equal to positive 3. Note the important notation I indicated that when you multiply or you divide by a negative, you are to flip or turn around the inequality sign. I'm going to number 3, getting a little more complex as we solve. Again, you can always pause this video and watch at your own pace and even work the problem as I go along. 1/3 x plus 3 is less than or equal to 6. So it's saying 1/3 x is less than or equals to 6. What we need to do, guys, so we have a fractional value, so we can rid ourselves of this fraction by multiplying both sides by the denominator 3. If I multiply, I'll do the same thing here, multiply this value by 3. We cancel here, leave us with x plus 3 less than or equals to 6 times 3 will give us 18. X is independent here. So what I will do in this case, I'm going to be Subtracting 3 from both sides, x plus 3 minus 3 greater than or equal to 18 minus 3. This case will cancel here. X is less than or equals to 15 in that example. So again, you can always pause the video and work at your own pace. Next to the fourth problem, which says 3x is, trying to use a different marker, greater than 14 minus x all over 2. So again, likewise, we need to get rid of the denominator 2. So what we can do in this case is to multiply both sides by 2, which will be 3x. Want to put a bracket 2 greater than 14 minus x over 2 times 2. So guys, let me just put the 2 before the bracket here. This will cancel. This will give us 2 times 3x, 6x is greater than 14 minus x. Hence, we are going to be grouping. Therefore, this will be 6x, bring over, plus x, greater than 14. In this case, we are left with 7x greater than 14. Guys, we will be dividing by the coefficient of 7. So divide both sides by 7. By both sides by 7. Then x is, saying that x is greater than all values above 2. So that is for our third or fourth problem. Getting a little more complex again. Remember to subscribe to my channel as well. So we'll move to number 5. As I said, guys, you can pause the video and work on your own. So number 5 is 5, take 2, open bracket here, x plus 3 is greater than 4 plus 3 x plus 2. So we want to get rid of this bracket. So what we'll do, guys, is to use what is immediately before the bracket to multiply that which is inside each of these brackets. So let's go. 5, maintain my positive 5. Negative 2 times x will give us negative 2x. Negative 2 times positive 3 will give me negative 6. Maintain my greater than my sign here. Maintain my positive 4. Multiply 3 times x will give us a positive 3x. 3 times positive 2 will give us a positive 6. Now we can group our information. I'm going to maintain my x's on the left side. Negative 2x. Bring this over the sign will give us negative 3x. Maintain my inequality symbol, guys. My positive 4. My 6. Going to bring these across. So this becomes positive 6. This 5 becomes negative 5. Hence, this will now give us negative 2x and negative 3x will give us negative 5. 5x. Maintain my inequality sign. Let us add these values here. 4 plus 6 will give me 10. 10 plus 6 will give me 16. If I take 5 from 16, we are left with 11. But if we notice here, the coefficient is of a negative value. Earlier I stated that when we divide by a negative, then we are going to change the sign. So what we'll do here is to divide both sides by -5. We are left independently with x. Maintain my symbol. In this case, I'm dividing by a negative, so I turn the symbol around, guys. And so x is actually equals to, sorry, not equal, but x is less than 11 over -5. So in this case, x is less than 11 over -5. And the final problem I have, so remember, you can pause and you can work at your own pace. Go back and review. As we indicated, it's similar to that of doing ordinary equations. Now, my next lesson, I will be show you how you represent inequality on a number line. Next problem, and the final problem, is 5x minus 3 all over 4 is less than 3x minus 7 all over 3. Now you can cross multiply the values, or you can take the lowest denominator. In this case, I could multiply both sides by 12. 3 times 6 will give us, 4 times 3 give me 12. I could multiply both sides by 12. So let me do that. So 12, open bracket, 5x minus 3 all over 4 less than 12 3x minus 7 all over 3. Now we can simplify. 4 into 4 will give me 1. 4 into 12 will give me 3. 3 into 3, 1. 3 into 12 will give me 4. Now we can multiply. We have gotten rid of the denominators. 3 times 5x will give me 15x. 3 times -3 will give me a -9. Maintain my less than sign here, which says 4 times 3x will give me 12x. 4 times -7 will give me -28. Now we have it more in a linear form. What we'll do here again, guys, is to group our data, our information here. 5x bring minus 12x is less than -28. Bring the 9 across, so it becomes +9. What we will do in this case is to subtract. So 15x takes 12s will give us a positive 3x. 3x is positive. Maintain my symbol. -18 plus 9 will give us a -21. What I'm going to be doing in this case, I will be dividing both sides by, sorry, that's not 21. Sorry guys, this will give us -19. So 28 take 9 will give us 19. So divide both sides by 3. Divide by 3, which means x is less than negative 19 all over 3. Now, so this is my lesson, guys, on inequalities. My next video, which is not going to be a long video, I will focus on representing inequalities on a number line. Again, this is similar to doing an equation. So review, like, share, and please subscribe to my videos. Until I see you again, my next lesson will be on representing these inequalities using a number line. I'm out, guys.